All right, so I'm going to pick up where I left off, which was debugging this error that I'm getting. So it seems like my code is generally working. I'm not able to refresh on the slash code like I would like to, but I am able to click the link, which I'm going to change back to a link. I thought maybe nav link would behave differently, but it did not. Home is not defined. Okay, so I was in the middle of setting up a route and a link for home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess this is going to be GUI link name and then a home link name. Link name view home. And then I'm going to have to bring in a home container. This will be a home container from containers home.jsx, and that doesn't exist yet. So that's going to get a red squiggly. Home, okay. So now I'm going to create that container. So containers, new file, home.jsx. And this should be relatively quick. I'm going to go to page navigation. And in home.jsx, I'm just going to rip out most of the things in here. And all it's going to return is home. Oh, and it's not going to like that. That's a string, is it? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to say heading text, and that will be home. Just trying to remove red squigglies here. Here we go. This is going to be this dot state dot heading text. No props, no routing, no prop types. Just a simple component. Okay. Give this a second to compile. Okay, so we got two links that aren't being recognized. That text is not working. Oh, because I didn't change these things. Jeez. Okay. GUI link name, home link name. Okay. Home, that seems to work. I click home, no issues there. View GUI. Okay, so it's gotta be something with the combination of the link and the GUI. They're fighting each other somehow. It's gotta be the way that route handles this. So GUI as a prop. Maybe it won't. Maybe it doesn't lend itself to being used like this. But it didn't have that issue if it was just hard-coded in there. So maybe I'll take the GUI and I'll put it inside of a code JSX. Oh, okay, so I'm going to do a new file, and this is going to be code page.jsx. And maybe that should be homepage.jsx down there. Yeah, I'm just going to rename that right now. Homepage.jsx. So then in page navigation, this should be home page. This is going to be home dash page, and here this is going to be home page. And now this is going to be code page. Code page. Oh, dang it. Then I got to pass the GUI app target down another level. Oh, that's going to be a pain. It's kind of annoying to pass these through. Maybe I just recreated in there. This.props.app target. Code page. All right. Well, let's try to follow this through anyway. So the issue I'm thinking about here is this passing that down through the route is going to be tricky, but I'm going to deal with that in a second. So here, code page is what's actually going to take in the GUI. So this is just going to go away and get brought over to, maybe it'll be easier just to copy all of this over to code page and rip out what I don't need. Maybe index.jss, JSX. This, I'll just copy it. Oh, maybe I could create an app target module. That's what I could do, and I could export the app target and then import it into both of those other places. But will they both be talking about the same div? I don't think so. They both have to talk about the same div. Well, it will only create that once and then export that one div. Ooh, okay, all right. Okay, so here in Playground, we're going to create a new file called app target. Oh, this is getting really messy really quick. App target .js. And all this is going to do is export default app target. It's upset because it doesn't have styles. Where did index.js get styles from? Did it need anything else? Why? Okay. App target styles are going to go up here. Okay. All right, app target is being exported, and now we can import it. Import app target from app dash target.js. Okay, it's going to get imported in up here. Oh man, what a mess. Let's see. Okay, so we've got this app target. That's what we're going to hit with this, and then app target is also going to get brought in my code page. You can't see me, but I'm very much shaking my head as I'm writing this code, so please don't judge me by it. All right, GUI set app element. App target. Oh, yeah, it's not in containers. It's in Playground. It should probably be in lib instead. Yeah, I'm going to move it to lib. And over here in index.js, I'm going to move it to lib. So it's going to have to go up a level and then down to lib. And now if I move it into lib, I think that's where it belongs. App target. No more red squiggly. Containers, code page, JSX. No more red squiggly because they're both pointing to lib. App target, home view, component did mount. I don't need anymore. Okay. Page navigation, code page. I need to bring that in. Code page, GUI. GUI? I don't think I use this anywhere. It's weird to me that I'm not getting a red underline. Oh, because this is here. Now I'm getting a red underline. Okay, good. All right. Code page. All the code page is going to do is have a div in it with the GUI. Div. With the GUI. It's a container. Get rid of the routers. Get rid of all of this. Oh no, you're upset because you want it to be a function component or a dumb component. I'm going to get rid of, what did I call it over on the home page? I had a heading text, so maybe I'll do some of that over on the code page. And this should be home page. This should be home page. Okay, over on the code page, I'm going to paste this now, copied, heading text. Cut and paste. And we're going to have some heading text here as well. Above the GUI. And this is going to say code. Okay. And no props. And this is not page navigation. This is the code page. We do need the GUI. This is the code page. Oh man. All right, let's see. Yep, we knew that would happen. Still don't know why, but I know it happens. Cannot find it. Module.wack index CSS. That makes sense because we moved that to a different location. That's inside of the code page. No? Inside of the page navigation? All right, where is it? App target.js1. Okay. Here as well. Compiling. Yeah, okay. So maybe ... app target playground index.css. I feel like maybe index.css should be brought into lib2, but we'll see. Prop app target is marked as required in page navigation. Okay. Yeah, we're not passing in any props anymore, and so we don't need these. Okay. And let's try that again. View home, view GUI. Oh, yes. All right. So there was like 4 hours of work to get navigation working on what I was doing. And it seems like I still need to put the word exact here. Exact. Shorthand props must be listed before other props. Okay. I thought it was alphabetical order, but I guess shorthand goes first. Okay. Oh man. Okay. View GUI code shows up back there. Oh man. I am exhausted and happy. So now is a great time to add commit and push. Can only update a mounted or mounting component. This usually means you called set state, replace state, or force update on an unmounted component. This is a no op. Please check code for the stage component. Okay, well that seems like a problem for tomorrow. I'm going to copy that so I don't forget about it. I'm going to add it to the README, and the README is something I'm going to fix as well before I move on, because right now the README has nothing to do with my code. So the Scratch GUI stuff is good, but will still be available on their project. Here, this is going to be code championship. And I'm going to take that list of items that I started with a couple hours ago from my other folder. CD documents, and that was in documents. Where did I put it? So long ago. Side code champ Scratch GUI. Let's check this out. Avamath. Code championship. There it is. Okay, there's my to-do list. And this is bug to fix, or I'll just say bugs, because hopefully any bugs are ones you plan to fix. And this is features, and bugs go before features. So I'm going to cut this, move it up here. So this is my to-do list. I've got my bugs, I've got my features. Whew. I am exhausted. It is bedtime. Cool. All right. So yeah, to recap, what I did in the first hour was create an app that did routing, and then I tried to bring in Scratch GUI into my project, and that didn't work super well. So I cloned down Scratch GUI completely separately, and then tried to put a router around that, and then I spent the last hour or so trying to debug that, and it was because the GUI was brought in as a component inside of route, which it apparently did not like very much. So then I had to move it into the code page separately, which is probably for the best in the long run, because then I can add an H1 and other things that might be custom to my site, and this component can live inside of this div. But that then presented the problem of app target not being in index.js up above, and so I had to pull that into a separate lib file. And so let's take a look at this code before I commit it. So here the README. Not a whole lot of surprises here, but I changed this pretty substantially. And so package.json, added React Router DOM so that I could do some routing. That might be better placed up in pure dependencies, but I don't actually know what the difference is between pure dependencies and dependencies. Package lock.json, that just got created when I ran the npm install. Code page, that's the page where my GUI lives now. Home page, that's just a home page that will contain like information about the site and stuff like that. And then page navigation, this is the container that holds all of the routes and stuff so that I can click around and click the links. App target, that's where the div lives. So this is a div that's created and then the GUI attaches to it. And so this needed to be available both in the GUI or both in the code page and also in the index.jsx so that it has an app target here. And that gets attached to the page navigation, which is now my highest level component. Whew. All right. Yeah, if you watched all of that, thanks for struggling through that with me. And I'm going to say add basic routing and commit that and push it. Oh. What would this have been if that had ended smoothly? So I'm going to cd to desktop, test GUI, cd to scratch GUI, and I need to, oh man, yeah, I need to create a place on GitHub for this project to exist. So I'm going to, oh, I think it did a long time ago at the beginning of these videos. So GitHub, and this is going to be under Avamath, I think is where I created that. And it might be empty. Code Championship. Nope, it's got that stuff in it from earlier, but I don't really want that stuff anymore because I changed a whole lot. So I'm going to delete this repository. And I'm going to create that same repository. Avamath Code Championship. Create it. And now I'm going to git add, git commit, git push, and I'm going to git push a couple of branches. So I'm going to git checkout develop, and I'm going to say git remote set URL origin, git remote set URL origin to this. And this is going to be pushing to develop. Wow, this is a big project. It's kind of scary. Normally when a project is this big, it's because I'm pushing up my node modules. But in this case, I think this is just how big this project is. All right, and I'm going to say git checkout feature routing and git push that. And while I'm at it, I'll git checkout master and git push that too. And now if I refresh, I should have those branches. Develop, feature routing, and master with develop as the default. And feature routing. Do I want to do anything with this tonight? No. I think I want to take a look at this warning first before I do that. And then maybe tomorrow I'll move these bugs and features into issues. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty happy with the minimal progress I've made, but progress nonetheless. So I'm going to call it a night. Bye, everybody.